Hi, John here. Today, on our continuing study of understanding ourselves and knowing what alignment is, and the total package of alignment offering everything in it, your self healing, your understanding, your detachment, your personal journey, all the things that we've been talking about are all in the big picture of alignment. Alignment is something that when it happens, everything kind of comes together and it all makes sense, and there's a certain oneness about it, and that's really where we want to be and stay in that kind of state of mind at all times. So, in our continuing effort to become more aligned, I want to talk to you today about alchemy. Alchemy. What really is alchemy? Well, alchemy started. The word came up many, many years ago as men, greedy men, good greedy men, capitalists, I'm sure, didn't really want to dig for gold or do a lot of work for gold. They just kind of wanted gold. So what they did in their brilliance was to try and create gold from other rocks. So they would use iron and they would use stones and other things that they had at their disposal to try and mix it different ways to create gold. What they wanted to do was have gold. I guess the phrase pure gold never really occurred to them, seeing as they were putting all these other things in, but they tried to make gold. And, the longer story of that is, of course, we're glad for that because in their effort to be who they were, they made many, many discoveries in the metallurgy area, just like we've made many, many finds and discoveries in the search for cancer and heart concerns. So there was some value in it, but at the end of the day, though, what they were trying to do was to be able to easily and with no real effort create the most precious metal on earth that would be able to buy them anything that they wanted. They weren't trying to get the gold for any kind of benefit to man that ran a generator or anything else. No, this was something for themselves, which is in itself not bad. But to think that you would be able to create it out of the other elements of the earth to come up with gold wasn't possible, and hasn't to this day been possible. Or we, believe me, I would have had it. So that alchemy of being able to turn something that is very ordinary into gold is a thought. It is an interesting inquiry, intellectually and spiritually, if you really kind of get down to it. So, how could we take this life, pretty average, elementary parts of the earth and society, and turn it into gold? I want to tell you that this time is here. It's now. I know you may not believe so, but if you're a traveler and you've been studying and you've been waiting, and this is here now. In this new time, in this new energy, in this new frequency, it is here. First of all, we have to believe it. First of all, we have to understand that the karmic time has passed, if we want it to. The karma is here and it's a law. Karma is a law and it's one of justice. So if we do something with the wrong intention, somehow we find it again. And as long as we're not looking to be better so we can do better, we will stay here. So karma will always rule you. And whatever you kind of do something wrong to somebody or intentionally hurt or do something wrong, somewhere down the road you get intentionally hurt or somebody does wrong to you. And of course, that's a terrible thing. And what you did was just something that you had to do. But at the end of the day, you can see the balance because we're in a place of balance, and balance is what we seek. So when you're aligned and you know better, of course you do better. So if you've already learned how to detach, and because you do what you do for the good of all, because you've studied here, and because you know that what you think and what you say and what you feel becomes a real, palpable, vibrational reality that goes out and creates what you're looking for in real terms. So, if we want a job, oh, I need a job, I need a good job, I need a better job, and all of a sudden you're looking in the paper and there's the job. And it's yours. You go to the interview, it goes well, they give you a job, the next day you show up and your paycheck has started that day. What is that? That's something I wished for? something I desired, and it showed up in real life. Law of attraction, of course, it's all in there. But so is your will, and so is your intention, and so is your inspiration. And when you have all of those things going, when you are aligned so much that everything you think of is for the good of all, you are now in a place where karma is not essential. You are now in a place to be able to take these new frequencies and to create your thoughts, your manifestations in real time. Not 20 years from now. Quick. In a timely fashion. And that's another thing. You can take time now and put it on your side. In your alchemic reality, in your power, in your understanding, in your knowing who you are, in knowing that all of the energy that you spew out every day, being angry or mad or discontented about something, needs to stay in here, because inside here is where the pot cooks. So when you understand yourself and you get this, and you see the folly of the illusion where we live, your alchemic self can come right into place, and what you believe for the good of all, you first. We must feed this engine that is in us, this reality of our life, in our sovereign journey. This is our only responsibility, because everybody has one. So in this space, in this understanding, in this sacred area where you create, you now are in a place where it can be alchemy for you. What you think and what you want will happen in much shorter order these days. And you will have done it all from your thoughts, from your desire, from your aligned, palpable, energetic self. And if you don't think you've ever done this before, I want to talk to every mother and father for 1 second. You looked at your mate, your spouse, at some time in your life, and you thought how nice it would be to have a child. That was a thought. It was a desire. Somewhere along the line, it became your will. And the love between you helped manifest a living, breathing being. What you thought you would like to have became a living, breathing thing in your presence. We have always had this. We've always had this power, but like everything we're learning, we know we've always had it, but we just couldn't get to it. You can now. You can now. It's there. All you have to do is to believe. And to understand that your potential is as wide as the horizon. You can't do anything. And so it is.